In the face of trials and difficulties, our human nature necessitates us to adapt and reinvent ourselves in order not just to survive, but to thrive. We then face the mirror and stare at a new version of ourselves, bigger, bolder, better. Today will go down in history as the day CNU stared at itself in the mirror and said, "I'm so proud of you, new normal." Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 91st Commencement Rites of the College of Teacher Education, the 39th Commencement Rites of the College of Arts and Sciences, the 35th Commencement Rites of the College of Nursing, all celebrated for the very first time in this new and digital format. The pronouncement by Dr. Michelle May J. Olvido, the University and Board Secretary.
Pursuant to Republic Act 8292 and Republic Act 8688, and by the authority of the Board of Regents, and in the presence of the Regents, University President, Administrative Council, faculty, staff, parents, and loved ones as witnesses, I hereby declare today, August 28, 2020, here in Cebu City, Philippines, is the 91st Commencement Rites of the Cebu Normal University.
The Philippine National Anthem, conducted by Professor Darlene Yap.
Bayang magiliw, persang silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong buhaw, may ilagang tulad, tawid sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nanginginig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magidilim. Lupa ng araw at ipagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming hidaya na pang may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
The candidates for graduation of the College of Teacher Education will be presented by the College Dean Dr. Ethel Abao. Their degrees will then be conferred by the University President, Dr. Filomena T. Biyo.
Dr. Filomena T. Biyo, SUC President 3. As Dean of the College of Teacher Education, I have the honor to present to you 143 candidates for graduation, both in the graduate and undergraduate programs, 39 of whom are candidates for graduation in the graduate studies with the following degree programs: Doctor of Education, major in Educational Management, English Language Teaching, Filipino Language Teaching, Science Education, Master of Arts in Education, major in Early Childhood Education, Educational Management, English Language Teaching, Filipino Language Teaching, Mathematics Education, Science Education, Social Studies, Master in Special Education, major in Mental Retardation, Master in Special Education, major in Visual Impairment. There are 104 candidates for graduation in the undergraduate studies: Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in General Education, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Special Education, Bachelor of Physical Education, major in School Physical Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Biological Sciences, English, music, arts, physical education, and health, physical sciences. They have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in the respective curricula, and I therefore recommend that they be granted the respective degrees with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
The candidates for graduation of the College of Arts and Sciences will be presented by the College Dean, Dr. Milagros Graeve. Their degrees will then be conferred by the University President, Dr. Filomena T. Dayagbel.
Dr. Filomena T. Dayagbel, SUC President 3, as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, I have the honor to present to you 20 candidates for graduation in the graduate studies. There are 3 from the Doctor of Arts in Literature and Communication, 1 from the Doctor in Public Administration, 2 from the Master of Arts in Communication, 1 from the Master of Arts in Guidance and Counseling, 1 from the Master of Arts in Literature, 3 from the Master of Arts in Public Administration, 2 from the Master of Public Administration, 4 from the Master of Arts in Panitikang Filipino, and 3 from the Master of Library and Information Sciences. There are also 156 candidates from the School of the Arts in the following degrees: 38 from the Bachelor of Arts in Communication, 43 from the Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, 30 from the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, 44 from the Bachelor in Tourism Management, 1 from the Bachelor of Arts in Filipino. They have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in the respective curricula, and I therefore recommend that they be granted the respective degrees with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
The candidates for graduation of the College of Nursing will be presented by the OIC Dean, Mrs. Maria Myla Imelda Lapa, and their degrees will then be conferred by the University President, Dr. Filomena T. Dayagbel.
Dr. Filomena T. Dayagbel, President of Cebu Normal University, as officer in charge of the College of Nursing, and upon the recommendation of the nursing faculty and the academic council, and upon the approval of the Board of Regents, I have the honor to present 8 candidates for graduation in the graduate program. There are 2 Master in Nursing with specialization in Medical Surgical Nursing, 2 Master of Science in Nursing with specialization in Medical Surgical Nursing and Leadership in Nursing, and 4 Doctor of Science in Nursing, major in Gerontology Nursing. That they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in the respective curricula, and I therefore recommend that they be granted the respective degrees with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the Academic Council, that you have successfully complied with all the requirements of your respective degree programs, I, Filomena T. Dayagbel, SUC President 3, hereby confer your respective degrees with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates! As you virtually adjust your tassels, do know that we, your teachers, are equally happy and proud of what you have all achieved. Our commencement speaker is an educator who has received international recognition for her contributions to science in education. She earned her bachelor's degree in biological sciences from the University of the Philippines, Visayas in Iloilo City, her master's degree in biological sciences in De La Salle University, Manila, and her PhD in biology from the same university. She served as the executive director of the Philippine Science High School System from 2011 to 2014. Afterwards, she became the director of the Department of Science and Technology, Science and Education Institute. Her mentorship and teaching methods have cultivated noteworthy scientists in diverse fields of research, including oceanography, marine life, physics, and robotics. She's received numerous awards due to her contributions to science and education. In fact, the Florian Main Belt asteroid 13241 Biyo, discovered in 1998, was named in her honor. The naming was part of the International Excellence in Teaching Award she received during the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. Josette T. Biyo.
University officials of Cebu Normal University, headed by your very dynamic president, Dr. Philomena Dayagbil, members of the academe and administrative staff, distinguished guests, parents, graduates, a pleasant day to all of you. Thank you for choosing me as your speaker in this first ever virtual commencement program of CNU. We are in a very difficult time because of this COVID pandemic, but I congratulate CNU for doing all it can to assist learners, especially by reaching out to graduating students so that you can complete your academic programs. This COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted our lives. Socio-economic-wise, the Philippines, like any other country that has been hit by the pandemic, is suffering enormously. Today, Philippines has over 144,000 confirmed cases and over 2,400 deaths. The numbers continue to rise. No one knows when this COVID-19 pandemic will end. Many institutions, including schools, have temporarily closed, affecting over 1.2 billion learners worldwide and about 28 million learners in the Philippines. Community quarantine and lockdown result to work from home for teachers and study at home for learners. This coming school year, DepEd, CHED, and private learning institutions are adopting distance learning, e-learning, blended learning, and other learning delivery modes. These alternatives to face-to-face teaching and learning, however, pose a lot of challenges to both teachers and students. Some of these challenges include limited access to internet, students and teachers who cannot afford to buy computers, cell phones, or other gadgets, nor can they pay internet connectivity. Lack of relevant teaching and learning materials that will facilitate delivery of learning in this new normal. Teachers and students who are not technology savvy, limited laboratory activities, and assessment of students' performance, among others. Amidst the challenges brought about by this pandemic, however, learning should not stop. Dear teachers and graduates, I have not experienced teaching during a disruption like what we are experiencing now. It is also a big challenge to give an inspirational message during a pandemic. But I will try my best to give my personal testimony as an educator, highlighting some insights from which you can draw strength, especially in the current situation that we are in. I have been a classroom teacher for over 25 years before I became the director and eventually the executive director of the Philippine Science High School system. Currently, I am the director of the Science Education Institute of the Department of Science and Technology. Our mandate is to increase the number of science and technology human resources in the Philippines in support of our national development programs. I am happy to inform you that since last year, CNU has become a regular member of our consortium that delivers MS and PhD scholarships along science and mathematics education. I finished a BS Biology from the University of the Philippines because I wanted to be a medical doctor. But due to financial difficulties, I ended up teaching. I had to take additional units in education to be able to teach in high school. My first assignment was in a rural missionary school in our hometown. We lacked textbooks, we lacked laboratory rooms. I taught other subjects outside my fields. The facilities and equipment for the type of effective teaching I had in mind were absent. But this situation did not dampen my enthusiasm for the job. In fact, I became more creative and innovative. Those 8 years of teaching in a rural school has prepared me for greater challenges ahead. Working with the children of poor families has instilled in me the importance of service, compassion, and respect for human dignity. I have learned to love teaching, and I see it as an important instrument for transforming the person and the community. Through scholarships, I was able to pursue my MS and PhD degrees in Manila, during which I also taught college and graduate students at the La Salle University and at the University of the Philippines, Manila. However, while Manila has provided me with opportunities for professional growth, I still feel that my heart is in my province. Thus, in June 1995, I shifted back to high school teaching at the Philippine Science High School Western Visayas campus in Iloilo. In my 25 years of teaching, I have received several awards at the local, national, and international levels. One of the most prestigious awards is the 2002 Intel Excellence in Teaching Award, where I defeated over 4,000 teachers from around the world, including some American finalists in their hometown. For being the first Asian to receive such recognition, the Massachusetts Institute University in the US named a recently minor discovered planet in my honor. Discovered in May 1998, this small planet, formerly known as Planet 12341, is now called Planet Biyo in honor of a Filipino teacher. What made me win in these competitions? What made me stand out from among the best teachers in the world? What brought me to where I am now? Allow me to share with you some words of wisdom. First, I am committed to my goals. Poverty was never a hindrance to me. I look for opportunities. From college to graduate school, I thrive on scholarships and being a research assistant. Also, I believe that there is no shortcut to success. My road to attaining national and international recognitions was the very long years of harnessing and improving my craft as a teacher. I consistently study and learn new skills to improve my methods of teaching. I continue to pursue excellence in whatever I do because I want to give the best service to my students. Second, I love my work. Because I love teaching, it has become my passion. I don't mind the long hours I spend checking papers, or doing laboratory work with my students. I don't mind doing field studies with them, even on weekends. I don't mind the extra time and effort I give to make difficult topics easy, interesting, and fun. I am always willing to work longer hours than what is credited for pay because teaching is no longer work for me. It is my purpose. For me, success is loving your work and making a difference in the lives of the people and community you serve. Third, I am not afraid to commit mistakes. I take risks. It is very important to have the humility to accept our weaknesses and work towards improving ourselves. Our strength is our ability to accept our weaknesses. As a teacher, I would learn from my students. Students are highly creative, so I need to adjust to their learning styles. I learn from my kids. I learn from my peers and from other people I meet. Every encounter is an opportunity to learn. Most of all, I learn by accepting my limitations and overcoming them. If you fail, do not quit. The only way to fail is to quit. Fourth, I work towards improving my inner self, being honest, kind, compassionate, and treating people with respect. At the end of the day, I always look back and reflect on how I have treated my students, my peers, my family, and other persons I have met. In this knowledge age, it is easy to get facts and information, but it is vitally important to work towards improving our character, values, and attitudes. For me, success is the ability to inspire others with our examples. Fifth, I have a dream, and I work towards the fulfillment of my dream. When you have a dream, you have a clear picture of what you want to achieve, and you are driven to achieve it. With God's grace and with the vision, you will be able to realize your dream for yourselves, for your families, and for the country. Lastly, I have a deep relationship with my God. I talk to Him, tell Him my needs, plans, and heart's desires. I talk to God before starting my work and when the day is closing down. Most of all, I pray in thanksgiving for all the talents, skills, and opportunities which can only come from Him, the greatest teacher of all time. Let me tell you more about the 2002 Intel Excellence in Teaching competition, which has catapulted me to outer space by naming a minor planet in my honor. This competition was open to all high school teachers who are teaching mathematics and science. More than 4,000 entries were submitted. 90 were selected, from which 5 entries were selected as international finalists. The 5 finalists, including myself, were asked to go to Kentucky, USA for the final competition. This was held during the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. In that competition, I presented to the panel of judges and to teachers from other countries how I teach science research to my high school students in Iloilo. At that time, I was a biology and science teacher at the Philippine Science High School, Western Visayas campus. I told the judges that the Philippines is a third world country but blessed with abundant natural resources. We face problems such as the rapidly declining environment and the general lack of equipment for scientific endeavors. Faced with the situation, I introduced some innovations and strategies for teaching science research among high school students with my vision of building a culture and research in our school. The judges and teachers were amazed that even in the absence of sophisticated equipment, my high school students were able to come up with research outputs beyond their expectations. Let me show to you the scenario during the first day of the competition. When I entered the judging area, the judges were already seated in the long table in front of the room. At the right side of the room, the table was occupied by the Chinese finalist and her supporters. At the left side of the room, the table was occupied by the 3 finalists from the US. The center table for the Filipino finalist was empty. I then sat there alone. I went to the US bringing a CD for my presentation. I also brought some transparencies and a whiteboard pen in case my CD won't work. Coming from a third world country, I was prepared for the worst. It turned out I was the only finalist without a notebook computer. Luckily, one American finalist allowed me to use his computer. I was the 4th presenter. When it was my turn to present, one judge asked if I needed an interpreter. I said, "No thanks." A personal volunteered to run my presentation. I said, "Thanks, I can do it." After the presentation, the American finalists came to my table and said, "Wow, you're so cool. You know a lot." What am I telling you? That despite our country's limited resources, Filipinos can compete globally given the proper training, support, and exposure. My winning at the international scene may not reflect the general condition of education in this country. But with our concerted efforts, my dear fellow men, we can move this country forward and show the world that we can be a globally competitive race. When I went home to Iloilo after that competition in the US, my school gave me a very warm welcome. Teachers and students expressed how proud they were of me. In my speech, I told them, "I am very proud of you too. It is you who has placed me where I am now. It is our experiences together which has brought attention to the world that, hey, there's a world-class school out there in Iloilo. A school with world-class teachers and students." I told the teachers that being world-class doesn't necessarily mean going out international and showing our best out there. Being world-class is passion and commitment to our profession. Being world-class is giving our best. And for us teachers, being world-class starts right inside the classroom. Dear graduates, being world-class starts from within ourselves. At times, you may ask, will my efforts make a difference? The illnesses confronting our national life are so deadly. Corruption, violence, drugs, environmental collapse, poor education, economic decline, massive poverty, diseases among others. We are also one of the most vulnerable countries in the world in terms of natural disasters. And now, this COVID-19 pandemic is trying to immobilize us. After winning in the international teaching competition in the US, I have received several offers to work abroad, but I decided to go back and continue to teach in the Philippines. I opted to return and teach in our country, even if it may not seem financially rewarding, for 2 main reasons. First, I believe I am making a difference in the lives of the Filipino children and the larger community. During the panel interview in the US, one judge asked me, "You have a PhD in biology. Why do you teach in high school?" I simply said, "I want to teach Filipino children." I decided to stay in our country because opening the minds of Filipino children and touching their hearts give me joy and contentment which money could not buy. Second, I opted to stay in the Philippines because I see hope for this country. There is hope because there are so many ordinary citizens, teachers, nurses, doctors, farmers, health professionals, government workers, NGOs, missionaries, and others giving their best and sharing themselves with the poor and the underprivileged. There is hope because I meet young minds each day, young people who are willing to learn, untarnished, and ready to be nurtured and molded into decent human beings. There is hope because despite the lack of world-class facilities and resources, the Philippines has so many world-class individual professionals. The presence in our midst of these champions, leaders, and ordinary people doing extraordinary positive things for a better society shows that we are in a position to create a better Philippines. When your work becomes your mission, your primary concern is giving your best in everything you do, knowing that you are contributing significantly to your community is reward in itself. Believe in what you are doing. Believe that you can make a difference. Believing means you keep on improving your skills and maximizing your potentials. In conclusion, let me summarize the 4 principles which have served as my guidepost in life in my continued pursuit for excellence so that I can give my best service. First, love your work. Second, continue to learn because you were created for a purpose. You cannot give what you do not have. Third, believe that you can make a difference. And fourth, the most important of all, recognize that all your talents, skills, and opportunities come only from God and should be used for His glory. In the face of the so many challenges confronting our nation, you, dear graduates, have a vital role to play. The choices you will take will make a difference to society. Your commitment to serve to the best of your abilities will be a source of hope and strength for our countrymen. Let not this pandemic paralyze you. Instead, let this be an opportunity for you to be more creative, resourceful, and to use your ingenuity to the fullest. Continue to thrive, serve, lead in the new normal. Carry on the power within you. Go and help build this nation. You can do it, even if you must do it one step at a time, one Filipino at a time. Congratulations at mabuhay kayong lahat.
To present the academic awardees, please welcome our ever-active and efficient Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Daisy R. Palumpon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to present to you the academic awardees of the graduating class school year 2019-2020. College of Teacher Education, Magna Cum Laude, Cordero Jenelyn S., BE Ed General Education. Cum laude, Altarejos Angeline B., BE Ed General Education. Bacos Dana Marie Q., BE Ed General Education. Fat Sunshine L., BE Ed General Education. Gabutan Franklin Vincent Z., BE Ed General Education. Hintapa Catherine P., BE Ed General Education. Pilapil Janine, BE Ed General Education. Cervantes Donna P., BE Ed General Education. Alboro Kathleen Joyce V., BE Ed General Education. Kauba Maria Catherine, BE Ed General Education. Villamihor Rona R., BE Ed General Education. Baguna Anasita B., BE Ed General Education. Barbecho Milani T., BE Ed General Education. Camposo Shijani A., BE Ed General Education. Malati Cherry May L., BE Ed General Education. Tulod Mary Joy C., BE Ed General Education. Cabrillos Verly May T., BE Ed General Education. De la Serna IVA, BE Ed General Education. Kaitor Adeline, BE Ed General Education. Banzon Carla May G., BE Ed General Education. Lantot Melanie D., BE Ed General Education. Palikte Julie Pearl L., BE Ed General Education. Hivana Geraldine M., BE Ed General Education. Bargamento Rena D., BE Ed General Education. Kabukangan Noel Angelo M., BE Ed General Education. College of Arts and Sciences. Magna Cum Laude, Obeso Kimberth D., BA English Literature. Cum Laude, Besin Fidelino C., BA Psychology. Encarnacion Bernadette L., BA English Literature. Doong Shamaine May C., BA English Literature. Mitsui Kenjiro P., BA English Literature. Hinobisa Jessamay D., BA Communication. Rabanes Nelgen D., BA English Literature. Bargamento Jenibel C., BA English Literature. Quizon Rolmar P., Bachelor of Tourism Management. Kama Eunice Jean C., BA Psychology. Tabio Myla F., BA Communication. Tumanda Mary Joy J., BA English Literature. Lavador Feby D., BA English Literature. Panginahog Maricel B., BA English Literature. Sabay Angel Grace M., BA Psychology. Jorge Leonor M., BA Communication. Sagarino Luella S., Bachelor of Tourism Management. Saavedra Claire Ann Q., BA English Literature. Cadelinia Richelle May Q., BA English Literature. Escorial Joanne A., Bachelor of Tourism Management. Dumdum Sarah T., BA Psychology. Bariliano Shello, BA Communication. Cabaluna Deljoy E., BA Psychology. Rodrigo Elafe A., Bachelor of Tourism Management. And Elliot RBM, BA English Literature. Congratulations to our academic awardees.
At this point, we will be having the virtual awarding of diplomas. In the conventional format, the diplomas are given by our ever-dynamic SUC President 3, Dr. Filomena T. Deagbil, assisted by the College Dean and the University Registrar. College of Teacher Education. Doctor of Education, major in Educational Management, Melanie V. Silva, mentoring experiences of student teachers. Doctor of Education, major in English Language Teaching, Velma S. Labad, 21st Century English Teaching and Learning, a Contextualized Track. Marilyn N. Manaig, PPC Theory for Developing the Senior High School Students' 21st Century Skills. Leo B. Pongos, Phenomenological Experiences of Newly Hired English Language Teachers. Alma Valendez, Formative Assessment Practices in English Teaching, an Implementation Guide. Doctor of Education, major in Filipino Language Teaching. Jeline Magno, Waray Nong Alamat, Ang Salin. Victoria Y. Rojas, Analysis ng Kababaihan sa Cyberspace, Larawan at Tugon. Beltram C. Sabonsolen, Walay Igsuon, Pinagyamang Syllabus. Miguel Supremo, Estratehiya Santas Terciaria ng Rehiyon 8, Modelong Waray. Doctor of Education, major in Science Education. Victoria Millionar, Enhanced Strategies Intervention Materials in Teaching Stoichiometry. Irish April Ramirez, Content and Pedagogical Knowledge Experiences and Attitude Towards Competence of Science Pre-Service Teachers. Master of Arts in Education, major in Early Childhood Education. Jovina D. Costello, Kindergarten Teachers' Accounts and Learners' Performance, Challenges and Opportunities. Ermafe E. Peño, Literacy Among Kindergarten Learners, The Authoritative Parenting Styles. Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management. Ariel D. Barikit, Self-Determination of Newly Hired Teachers, Competence, Relatedness, and Autonomy. Santiago B. Hubahi, Sustaining Stakeholders' Performance and Commitment in the Workplace. Master of Arts in Education, major in English Language Teaching. Cecil B. Albores, Humorous Anecdotes as Motivational Tool in Purposive Communication. Hannah Gay S. Castelio, Dialogic Reading in the Teaching of Vocabulary among Grade 1 Pupils. Julie Ann P. Condrillion, Signage Variant English of the Linguistic Landscape at Daan Bantayan, Northern Cebu. May S. Cuestas, Select Articles in Orlando Carvajal's Breakpoint, a Syntactic Linearity Analysis. Andrew S. D, Influence of the Pre-Service Teachers' Language Proficiency to their Teaching Competence. Maria Alma A. Figueron, Facebooking in Developing the Senior High School Students' Writing Skills. Catherine B. Gubatana, Oral Discourse Competence through Tasks-Based Strategy. John Won Hyo, Transactional Experiences in English as a Foreign Language Speech Class. BJ D. Olitres, Code Switching and Code Mixing for Strategic Communication. Marites A. Serenado, Form and Content of English Major Student Interns Lesson Plans. Rhea May A. Valenzona, Sentence Structure Analysis of Select Editorials in 3 Local Dailies. Master of Arts in Education, Major in Filipino Language Teaching, Maria Cristel J. Orbo, Educational Technology, Modelong 5Ps. Master of Arts in Education, Major in Mathematics Education, Michelle S. Albarando, TPAC, Bridging the Gap Between Theory and Practices. Danilyn P. Heraldizo, Storytelling in Teaching Mathematics on Students' Achievement and Self-Efficacy Level. Margie M. Wakan, Supplemental Videos in Teaching Mathematics. Rhea May T. Telen, Flipped Classroom on Students' Performance and Anxiety in General Education Mathematics. Master of Arts in Education, Major in Science Education, Jovi Alvarado, Mind Mapping, a Learning Tool for Science Grade 10. Adeline S. Patatag, Contextualized Instructional Materials in Teaching Chemistry. Rina May M. Kimat, Articulation of Science Process Skills in Modeling Instruction in Grade 11 Chemistry. Master of Arts in Education, Major in Social Studies. Maricel M. Hermosilia, Gender Sensitivity in Secondary Social Studies Curriculum. Master in Special Education, Major in Mental Retardation. Karen Kate G. Karen, Differentiated Instruction of a Child with Intellectual Disability. Luella Rose Dabatos, Mastery Level in Literacy and Numeracy Skills of Elementary Learners with Intellectual Disability using Collaborative Teaching and Learning. Carmel July P. Lasaka, Functional Mathematics Skills of Level 10 Learners with Intellectual Disability. Master in Special Education, Major in Visual Impairment. Rosalie A. Villacampa, Inclusive Classrooms in Teaching Learners with Visual Impairment, Practices and Challenges. Bachelor of Elementary Education, Major in General Education. Abastas Juvain D., Cebu City. Aguilar Antolin D., Talisay City, Cebu. Alburo Kathleen Joyce V., Cebu City. Alfeche Lauren May, San Fernando, Cebu. Altarejos Angeline B., Masbate City, Masbate. Ardaba Roxanne Faye T., Cebu City. Ardiente Elsa O., Cebu City. Arnado John Lael T., Medellin, Cebu. Bacchus Dana Marie Q., Cebu City. Bagona Anisita B., San Fernando, Cebu. Banzon Carla May G., Cebu City. Barbecho Melanie T., Minglanilla, Cebu. Bargamento Rina D., Borbon, Cebu. Beltran Hazel P., San Remigio, Cebu. Benigay Ronlin, Toledo City, Cebu. Bulak Junard L., Consolacion, Cebu. Kabakungan Noel Angelo M., San Carlos City, Pangasinan. Kabahog Jessa Louise C., Liluan, Cebu. Kabahog Pauline T., Cebu City. Cabrillos Verli May T. Molave, Zamboanga del Sur. Kaitor Adeline, Bolhoon, Cebu. Campaner Riza June G. Cebu City. Camposo Shejni A. Argao, Cebu. Cauba Maria Catherine, San Fernando, Cebu. Cervantes Donna P. Oslob, Cebu. Cheng Keith Johan C. Liluan, Cebu. Chi Giovanni O. Cebu City. Claro Norberto V. Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Cordero Jeneline S. Iloilo City. Dagle Rosie May P. Cebu City. Del Coro Kimberly, Matagog, Leyte. De la Serna Ivy A. Naga City, Cebu. De la Peña May B. Lapu-Lapu City. Denyoso Jonalyn D. Capuocan, Leyte. Duga-Duga Brial Nino B. Hinatilan, Cebu. Rosemary D. Cebu City. Espileta Michelle S. Sibunga, Cebu. Estiliore Rosemary, Buenavista, Bohol. Iturma Eliza, Tabogon, Cebu. Fat Sunshine L. Barilis, Cebu. Gabales Krishnanoreen, Moalboal, Cebu. Gabutan Franklil Vincent Z. Cebu City. Hempisao Shervy A. San Fernando, Cebu. Henilia Rhea May M. San Fernando, Cebu. Hentapa Catherine P. Cebu City. Hevana Geraldine M. Argao, Cebu. Ginguyon Kathy May. Barilis, Cebu. Ginitaran Joselle Joyce U. Consolacion, Cebu. Puso Luella L. Minglanilla, Cebu. Lantot Melanie D. Carcar City, Cebu. Laranyo Catherine G. San Fernando, Cebu. Larubis Jean Mercy G. Cebu City. Las Poña Roslyn R. Cebu City. Lendio Frank Lloyd R. Naga City, Cebu. Limbaga Rolando John B. Cebu City. Lovitos Adelito R. Talibon, Bohol. Maglasang Honey, Liluan, Cebu. Malate Cherry May, Argao, Cebu. Manlangit Vince G. Bogo City, Cebu. Matura Christine, Toledo City. Matura Mark Louis A. Argao, Cebu. Londares Raymond B. Mandawi City. Morata Francel Eza Y. Camotes, Cebu. Oberes Gian S. Oslob, Cebu. Opo Chesna May. Liluan, Cebu. Padillo Althea T. San Fernando, Cebu. Pahamotan Xander Austin, Cebu City. Palikte Julie Pearl L. Cebu City. Parba Criselda B. Talisay City, Cebu. Patok Royland Deb I. Dumanhog, Cebu. Pilapil Janine, Liluan, Cebu. Pogado Simadel M. Tabogon, Cebu. Pronko Genevieve T. Cebu City. Pudalan Analu P. Inabanga, Bohol. Pusta Carmina Marie, Lapu-Lapu City. Riata Grazen Britzel T. Daan Bantayan, Cebu. Roa Jezebel D. Cebu City. Rodriguez Arlene G. Sambuan, Cebu. Romeo Jessa O. Bolhoon, Cebu. Rondina Ellen Jimenez Misamis Occidental, Rosales Miki Lapu-Lapu City, Ruben Mary Jane L Malabuyok, Cebu, Susada Michelle C Sambuan, Cebu, Suson Jolan A Tabogon, Cebu, Teologo Ayla Luella Marie I Talisay City, Cebu, Tulod Mary Joy C Consolacion, Cebu, Villacruces Mariel I Dumanhog, Cebu, Villamejor Rona R Argao, Cebu, Villarojo Lenlin Cebu City, Villarta Margarita P Talisay City, Cebu, Villasin Keith Mervyn T Lapu-Lapu City, Viña Jelly B Clarin Misamis Occidental, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Pre-Elementary Education, Campus Honey Lynn L Bariles, Cebu, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Special Education, Inglaterra Zenith L Cebu City, Bachelor of Physical Education, major in Schools Physical Education, Mundo Baby Andra M Bourbon, Cebu, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Biological Sciences, Constantino Justin J Cebu City, Cebu, Dilao Rogelio Jr. San Remigio, Cebu, Judilia Ramilaika B Medellin, Cebu, Saladaga Naden May P Mandawi City, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Balahan Saint O Cebu City, Berina Kingsley Jade J Cebu City, Kababat Kimberlyn Q San Remigio, Cebu, Cabido Kimberly V Cebu City, Fernandez Tricia Marie M Mandawi City, Itang Lizel B Consolacion, Cebu, Lagura Laarni D Mandawi City, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Music, Arts, PE and Health, Gome Joyet Cebu City, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Physical Sciences, Senyoron Queenie Rose L Balamban, Cebu, College of Arts and Sciences, Doctor of Arts in Literature and Communication, Pedro T. Fernand III, Campus Journalism in the State Universities in Cebu City, Sheila Marie S. Saranque, Emic in Ethic Perspectives of Boholano Urban Legends, Cindy A. Velasquez, Dagat ug Kinabuhi, an eco-critical study of select contemporary Cebuano Visayan poetry, Doctor of Public Administration, Anel Ruth D. Celis, Disaster Preparedness of Biliran Women, Master of Arts, major in Communication, Albert B. Abalye, Technical and Ethical Standards for Cebu Journals, MOJO, Joshua B. Taborada, the use of communication technology among senior generations of select upland barangays in Oslob, Cebu, Master of Arts, major in Guidance and Counseling, Cheryl M. Amparo, Affective and Cognitive Engagement of Senior High School, Master of Arts, major in Literature, Gino P. Paradela, Charles Bukowski's Select Poems, Archetypes of Threatened Maleness, Master of Arts, major in Panitikang Filipino. Marcel E. Baril. Pagpapahalagang kultural sa mga awiting bayan ng Sibonga. Venus A. Bontilao. Mga piling kwento ni na E.R. Abueg at M.M. Navarra, pahambing na pagsusuri. Blesilda B. Pimentel. Pag-asa at pananampalataya, mga piling maikling kwento ni Domingo G. Landicho. Eileen A. Ramos. Mga piling pamahiing ritual, Cebuano Filipino, Kalipunan at Salin. Master of Arts in Public Administration. Lee Haiyan. Revisiting Solid Waste Management Program in Cebu City. Lee Haiyan. Assessment on Gender and Development Plan in Cebu City. Santiago O. Zamora. Performance of the Lupang Tagapamayapa in Talisay City, basis for model building. Master in Public Administration. Jeremy O. Calapre. Assessment of Effectiveness of Procurement Process in the Department of Agriculture RFO7 Alternative Mode of Procurement. Angela Fritzi L. Corcuera. Efficient and Effective Implementation of Net Take-Home Pay by DepEd. A revisit. Master in Library and Information Science. Marjorie B. Hermosora. Functionality of the academic library website as assessed by the users. Susanette A. Makauling. Assessment of Integrated Library System in Academic Libraries. TAM Theory. Mildred L. Monteclaro. Caraga Librarians' Engagement in Challenges on the Implementation of Continuing Professional Development Law. Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Albaracin Mira G. Argao, Cebu. Aljaberi Muhammad Kamis D. Minglanilla, Cebu. Anton Jarwin C. Gihulngan City, Negros Oriental. Bareliano Cello, Gihulngan City, Negros Oriental. Baricuatro John Philip B. San Fernando, Cebu. Baino Jasmine B. Barili, Cebu. Belarmino Jesusita C. Tudela, Cebu. Braulio Jezebel G. Sibunga, Cebu. Broniola Analu B. Escalante City, Negros Occidental. Canonigo Ira, Naga City, Cebu. Carbajosa Joan C. Palo, Leyte. Castillo Charlene M. Carcar City, Cebu. Clarin Bonen A. Balamban, Cebu. De la Serna Rose Carmel P. San Fernando, Cebu. Galariana Lian Rica Joyce, Cebu City. Ganar Diane Lizel A. Abuyog, Leyte. Henobisa Jessa May D. Carcar City, Cebu. Hamisola Miera Claire M. Lapu-Lapu City. Jorge Leonor M. Argao, Cebu. Junio Juvie D. Minglanilla, Cebu. Labora Maria May C. Talisay City, Cebu. Mabini Janeline P. Cebu City. Manla Beverly I. Tubod, Surigao del Norte. Mesias David E. Abuyog, Leyte. Menyoza Yvonne Marie P. Lapu-Lapu City. Nieto Emmanuel Fort S. Minglanilla, Cebu. Ondiano Jed Harvey M. Cebu City. Regis Aimee T. Carcar City, Cebu. Ruiles Vernie Jean D. Iligan City, Lanao del Norte. Sampayan Shaina Jean M. Loong, Bohol. Sarsonas Gebert A, Calamba, Misamis Occidental. Sintos Joji L, Bugos City, Cebu. Sumayang Mary Kathleen, San Remigio, Cebu. Tabio Myla F, Cebu City. Tejas Jenny Luz R, Cebu City. Unday Wilfe L, Mandawi City. Villamora Luena A, Mandawi City. Vilches Noreen Rose C, Mualboal, Cebu. Bachelor of Arts in English Literature. Aceron Queenie Lynn S, Talisay City, Cebu. Albutra Abigail S, Argao, Cebu. Aliposo Edna Marmojada, Tabon, Cebu. Amamangpang Carla May T, Cebu City. Amancio Maria Hazel H, Bariles, Cebu. Arcilia Margie S, Cebu City. Bargamento Jenibel C, Bay City, Negros Oriental. Bartolabac Junita L, Naga City, Cebu. Barulo Angelica S, San Fernando, Cebu. Benil Jeneth F, Talisay City, Cebu. Cadelinia Rachel May Q, Negros Occidental. Cadivida Gretchen A, Bindoy, Negros Oriental. Kalumba Carmelita Jean T, Ramon Magsaysay, Zamboanga del Sur. Caparida Gemma Recar H, Cebu City. Chua Shelly Mai M, Cebu City. 5 Maria Rebecca F, Tagbilaran City, Bohol. Dianon Maricel M, Bunga Salvador Benedicto, Negros Occidental. Doong Shamaine May C, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Elliot RBM, Tabogon, Cebu. Encarnacion Bernadette L, Polanco, Zamboanga del Norte. Ermax Cyril F, Gawi, Oslob, Cebu. Giganto Daryl Ann C, Bantayan, Cebu. Itaw Vince Miguel M, Hinatilan, Cebu. Jimenez Jotham B, Naga City, Cebu. Lavador Feby D, Danao City, Cebu. Ligutom Mariel P, Cagayan de Oro City. Lofranco Mary Joy O, Inabanga, Bohol. Manundan Hazel V, Naga City, Cebu. Mauring Devi Grace A, San Isidro, Leyte. Mitsui Kenjiro P, Butuan City, Agusan del Norte. Obeso Kimberth D, Compostela, Cebu. Oro Ana May C, Calamba, Laguna. Panginahog Marcel B, Karkar City, Cebu. Rabanes Neljan D, Cebu City. Rivera Mariel L, Minglanilla, Cebu. Ruizo Jenny Rose B, Matag, Leyte. Saavedra Claire Ann Q, Ubay, Bohol. Sanchez Rachel Ann Flor C, Maasin City, Southern Leyte. Sapanta Ana R, Bariles, Cebu. Sapanta Val Arian A, Bariles, Cebu. Tabanas Honey Grace, Cebu City. Tumanda Mary Joy J, Tagbina, Surigao del Sur. Vista Lianil L, Tagbilaran City, Bohol. Bachelor of Arts in English Language. Salmero Luis, Bourbon, Cebu. Bachelor of Arts in Filipino. Koning Ann Dominic O, Cebu City. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Abalos Christian May, Carmen, Cebu. Abelia Kathleen, Talisay City, Cebu. Abrinica Daryl G, Bantayan, Cebu. Alcibar Claudine A, Alcoy, Cebu. Alcoseba Wyben R, Dumanhog, Cebu. Besin Fidelino C, Badian, Cebu. Cabaluna Deljoy E, Cebu City. Kamay Eunice Jean C, Cebu City. Claracay Rayson Vince E, Carcar City, Cebu. Codera Trisha Ann C, Cebu City. De Castro Sychel A, Cebu City. Degulacion Francis J. L, Cebu City. Delmar Dean Jason A, Cebu City. Dumdum Sarah T, Lapu-Lapu City. Estenzo Niña A, Consolacion, Cebu. Hedaro Samantha Zane, San Fernando, Cebu. Empeso Catherine H, Carcar City, Cebu. Gumilao Johnrick M, Oslob, Cebu. Gonzaga Aprilin G, Minglanilla, Cebu. Liba Hannah B, Mandawi City. Oya O'Hara, Asturias, Cebu. Pamplona Clemente M, Talisay City, Cebu. Pios Daisy Jane H, Asturias, Cebu. Regunda Jundi P, Lapu-Lapu City. Rosales Abigail Faye B, Cebu City. Ruyeras Gabriel G, Mandawi City. Sabay Angel Grace M, Consolacion, Cebu. Salundagit Mary May E, Consolacion, Cebu. Seno Ferus John M, Mandawi City. Tago Nicole Christian S, Cebu City. Trosyo Elika D, Mandawi City. Yap Jaisel S, Dalaget, Cebu. Bachelor of Tourism Management. Aloo Charissa Grace B, Tudela, Misamis Occidental. Alviar Mary Grace R, Naga City, Cebu. Aparecio Rosemary P, Sibagat, Agusan del Sur. Benigay Ronji F, Pinamungahan, Cebu. Bermejo Crisni C, Talisay City, Cebu. Kabugwas Nikki A, Ayungon, Negros Oriental. Kabusas Dariel C, Talisay City, Cebu. Kaparas Ruthie A, Minglanilla, Cebu. Castor Gemma Bell A, Milam, North Cotabato. Combes Glide A, Tabuelan, Cebu. Quizon Rolmar P, Lapu-Lapu City. Dibaraton Zena O, Mandawi City. Enero Emmy M, San Remigio, Cebu. Escorial Joan A, Consolacion, Cebu. Fat Vanessa L, Barilis, Cebu. Dalicia Rio Danica V, Tabango, Leyte. Gonzales Res Jillian T, Badian, Cebu. Gusto J.D., Tambulig, Zamboanga del Sur. Isales Ella G, Oro, Cebu. Coel Stephen Ron M, Cebu City. Locrida Charles Michael Y, Danao City, Cebu. Mako Crystal Portia, Luluan, Cebu. Mahinay Alana Glaze, P. Buenavista, Agusan del Norte. Mahomon Chris Joy A, Isabela, Negros Occidental. Malinao GGB, Cebu City. Managili Miriam D, Cebu City. Mendoza Chenny B, Mandawi City. Mendoza Dave C, Cebu City. Miguel Embris F., Zamboanga City. Mirarza Golda Mariniel O., Cebu City. Nanoy Junjun T., Lapu-Lapu City. Niere Brian L., Dalaget, Cebu. Omandam Joyce S., Lapu-Lapu City. Pascan Hayamira M., Lapu-Lapu City. Pogado Angelica A., Borbon, Cebu. Portillo Russian Claire B., Balamban, Cebu. Reponte Jessica T., Ormoc City. Rodrigo Ella Faye A., Cebu City. Sagarino Lowella S., Lapu-Lapu City. Sanico Christopher James, Palumpon, Leyte. Singapan Rafaela N., Dumanhog, Cebu. Velarde Kristen D., Dalaget, Cebu. Ibanez Kimberly Jane, Lapu-Lapu City. Zafra Baby Jane S., Minglanilla, Cebu. College of Nursing. Doctor of Science in Nursing, major in Gerontology Nursing. Bangkola Ashley A., Spiritual Healthcare Theory. Basher Salma M., Health Services Theory in Old Age. Floriano Grace M., The Theory of Altruistic Caring in Older Adults. Kaurong Laarni A., Theory of Self-Control in Old Age. Master in Nursing, major in Medical Surgical Nursing. Cosep Marjorie A., Conservation Experience of an Elderly with Liver Cirrhosis. Jorge Jeselo O., Achieving Reconstitution in Congestive Heart Failure Through Systems Model Application. Master of Science in Nursing, major in Leadership Nursing. Empenado John Luzmar D., Emerging Leadership Qualities of the Millennial Nursing Leaders. Master of Science in Nursing, major in Medical Surgical Nursing. Aljaberi Fahad Kamis, Theory of Planned Behavior in Predicting Electronic Cigarette Use Among Adults. Congratulations once again to all our graduates. To lead the University Pledge, here is the Chief Administrative Officer for Finance, Dr. Evelyn G. Trajo.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. With the zeal of honor, dignity, and loyalty, I pledge that henceforth, knowledge, wisdom, and compassion shall I hold in my heart and in my mind and in my service to humanity. I shall be a citizen to the global village with the tenets etched in crimson and gold, with my alma mater in the edifice of time, proud of my heritage, yet willing to learn, I remain. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Trajo. To lead the alumni oath, here is the President of the CNU Federation of Alumni Associations Incorporated, Dr. Ramir Oitico.
To all Cebu Normal University graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Staunch and undaunted, shall I remain a loyalist to the Federation of Cebu Normal University Alumni Associations. Responsibility, duty, and service shall I pledge for the benefit of humankind in my chosen career, profession, and discipline. Shall I be forever bound to do my level best. On my honor and dignity, on this very oath of alumni allegiance, I do solemnly swear, so help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Federation of Cebu Normal University Alumni Associations Incorporated. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Dr. Oitico. With deep fervor, let us all sing the University Hymn with Professor Darlene Yap conducting. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our 91st Commencement Rites of the College of Teacher Education, the 39th Commencement Rites of the College of Arts and Sciences, and the 35th Commencement Rites of the College of Nursing, and the first ever virtual Commencement Rites of Cebu Normal University. This is the new CNU. This is the new normal. I am Mr. Kim Francis Rodriguez. Good afternoon. God bless us all.